Radhe Radhe. Today is Saturday, 16th March 2024. Here we are to present this recap video for today's Bhagavad Gita recitation session. We launched into a new chapter, so we'll see verses from that momentarily, continuing the journey, of course, of the entire Bhagavad Gita, all this divine special knowledge. Along with me in this recap video, here is Mummy.
Radhe Radhe.
Bringing up the screen, you shall now see which chapter we have stepped into. Natural continuation from chapter 10 that we ended off with. So indeed, now we are now in chapter 11. As always, we'll first listen to the verses. And in fact, because it's the opening of the verse of the chapter, we'll start with the opening prayer and invocation for this specific chapter 11. Then get into all the 5 verses, learn one or more important Sanskrit words, add to our dictionaries, then tiny explanation for each verse, and then a rendition of the verses and the prayer one more time. Therefore, let's start off with the chapter 11 opening invocation.
Om Shri Paramatmane Namaha. Atha Ekadashodhyayaha. Vishwarupa Darshan Yogaha. Arjuna Uvacha. Mad Anugrahaya Paramam. Guhyam Adhyatma Sangnitam. Yatvayoktam tvachastena. Mohoyam vigato mama. Bhavapyayo hi bhutanam. Shrutau vistarasho maya. Tvattaha kamala patraksha. Mahatmyam api chavyayam. Evam etad yatha tattvam. Atmanam parameshvara. Drashtum ichhami te rupam. Aishvaram purushottama. Manyase yadi tacchakyam. Maya drashtum iti prabho. Yogeshvar tato me tvam. Darshayatmanam avyayam. Shri Bhagavanu vacha. Pashya me partha rupani. Shatashotha sahasrashaha. Nana vidhani divyani. Nana varna kritini cha. So now let's see one important Sanskrit word from each verse. So verse number 1, let's learn Mad Anugrahaya. Mad Anugrahaya means out of compassion. Verse number 2, the word is Vistarashaha. Vistarashaha means in detail. Verse number 3, Aishwaram. Aishwaram means divine. Verse 4, let's look at Darshaya. Darshaya means to reveal. And verse 5, let's learn Nana Vidhani. Nana Vidhani means various. So over to you, Gagan.
Thank you, Mummy. Let's look at the brief essence for these 5 verses. So chapter 11, verse 1. The catchphrase here is compassionate clarification. Arjun is, acknowledging Sri Krishna's compassion in having revealed this divine confidential knowledge to him. We know that shortly enough, he's going to make a request to Sri Krishna, but he has listened carefully to the prior 10 chapters and he acknowledges Sri Krishna's benevolence and compassion in bringing this forward to him. Chapter 11, verse 2, as a question, appear to disappear. Couple of things. One is, Arjun addresses Sri Krishna with an appellation as the lotus-eyed one. Oh, lotus-eyed one, Kamala Patraksha. So that is an appellation for Sri Krishna. And then Arjun mentions to Sri Krishna that he has learned from him now about the appearance and disappearance of all living beings. And he has also learned about Sri Krishna's eternal magnificence. So that is appearance, disappearance of living beings, theoretical. At the same time, this knowledge, it's not going to disappear. It's only getting stronger and stronger. So appear to disappear? Hopefully not. Chapter 11, verse 3, as a question, but a very, humble request. Picture, please. In other words, can I see you? Arjun is asking Sri Krishna to show his divine cosmic form. But that happens only because Arjun has complete faith in Sri Krishna. He's, again, listened as a keen devotee all this time, the prior 10 chapters. Now he still makes that humble request to be able to see Sri Krishna, because he has full faith in his personal form. That'll therefore allow him to hopefully see his universal form. Chapter 11, verse 4, spiritually strong? It's the question in the catchphrase. And it is Arjun, in fact, continuing from chapter 11, verse 3, where he made the request to see Sri Krishna. He does it knowing that only if he is strong enough spiritually, and if Sri Krishna gets him or gives him the grace to be able to see Sri Krishna with that divine vision, that's the only time then Arjun can proceed. So he realizes that he needs Sri Krishna's grace, he needs his strength. He's put in his own efforts, but that grace is going to come from Sri Krishna. Finally, chapter 11, verse 5, puzzles, pieces. Putting everything together, we're going to see Sri Krishna reveal various forms of his shapes, sizes, and colors. He mentions hundreds and thousands of them. And before that, when he's starting to grant this wish to Arjun, he tells Arjun, Pashya, see, but beyond see, behold, pay attention. So there's a lot to be revealed, and all that importance continues. So it's going to require that added attention from Arjun. Just a reminder to connect it to the flyer we saw in class, and hopefully all of you have seen before as well through various media portals. Here we were trying to present that, puzzled as a question, where can you see these forms of various shapes, sizes, and colors? Now everything hopefully is put together. So you're putting the puzzle pieces together, but really in the spiritual sense as well. Hopefully, as time progresses and our spiritual strength increases, you're going to be able to see God in these. And as we continue now into chapter 11, we'll hopefully start recognizing and appreciating that these are actually in God. Everything is in God. Everything rests in Him as beads on a thread. We saw, I think, back in chapter 7. So that all is the crux of chapter 11, verses 1 through 5. We'll hear, along with the opening invocation, all the verses one more time.
ॐ श्री परमात्मने नमः। अथ एकादशोऽध्यायः विश्वरूपदर्शनयोगः। अर्जुन उवाच मदनुग्रहाय परमं गुह्यम् अध्यात्मसंज्ञितम् यत्त्वयोक्तं वचस्तेन मोहोऽयं विगतो मम। भवाप्ययौ हि भूतानां श्रुतौ विस्तरशो मया त्वत्तः कमलपत्राक्ष माहात्म्यम् अपि चाव्ययम्। एवम् एतद् यथा तत्त्वम् आत्मानं परमेश्वर द्रष्टुम् इच्छामि ते रूपम् ऐश्वरं पुरुषोत्तम। मन्यसे यदि तच्छक्यम् maya drashtum iti prabho yogeshwar tato me tvam darshayatmanam avyayam. Shri Bhagavan Pashya me partha rupani Shatashotha sahasrashah Nana vidhani divyani Nana varna kritini cha. Over to you, Gagan.
Yeah, thank you, Mummy. So hopefully that helps with this opening of chapter 11, both the invocation prayer and verses 1 through 5. We also want to remind everybody about the 3 homework assignments that we had given. Mummy gave them in class, actually, so that pertains to me as well for the next few days. Don't forget, 1, learn or remind yourself of the Sanskrit numerals, the counting for 1 through 18. 18, of course, being the number of chapters in the Bhagavad Gita, and of course, a very, very prevalent number throughout our scriptures. So 1 through 18, learn those numbers. Let's talk about them when we meet next time. Second homework assignment, appellations. We actually learned more than 1 in today's class. Mummy mentioned at least 3, if I'm not wrong, that came up. Come up with 8 appellations that you can find easily in the Bhagavad Gita thus far for Sri Krishna. Appellations, remember, they are names in a certain context. Often, in this case, Arjun to Sri Krishna with a very specific purpose, something that's endearing to him, respectful, and so on. But these are specific contextual names. So they're throughout the Bhagavad Gita. We have covered them so far. 8 that you need to bring next time. And the third homework assignment, less theoretical, but please do keep it actively at the front of your minds. Please try to bring 1 additional participant with you. Could be a relative, family member, friend, etc. Bring someone to the class purely because you're engaging in seva to help share this divine wisdom that God is giving us, and especially more so in chapter 11 when God is revealing so much about himself, his cosmic form, that universal divine personality. So why not have others benefit from it as well? So we look forward to your discussion items from the 2 theoretical homework pieces and this third one of bringing somebody to class. Next time, Saturday, 23rd March 2024, 11 a.m. Central Time, 9:30 p.m. India time. From my side, thank you. Radhe Radhe.
Radhe Radhe.